make sure the feed's running. Just bear with me a moment. Just we'll get there. So you can put all your comments and what have you in the live chat box. Let me go through here. That should work. And then I can chat to you. There we go. Hope you're all safe and well. Hope everything is good. Let's see. Is that better? I'm trying to give you the best view I can without the camera going kaput. Yeah, looks pretty good. Everyone happy with that? Good. We're going to be here for a couple of hours. Hope you're all well wherever you are on the planet. It's Friday. We're in the workshop. I've got a gig today with Uncle Funk. I am here, promise. We've got a gig with Uncle Funk down in Bristol, a place called Chippenham, or close to Chippenham, but actually not actually in Chippenham, but close to Chippenham. And I've got a couple of jobs need doing. I was going to do this base actually as an icy can of Coke Zero. Very good. I was going to do this base as a video, Workbench video of its own accord, and then thought lodestone bases don't get a lot of views on YouTube. Even the ones that are existing on my channel don't get a lot of views. So I thought, let's just do it as a live chat. It seems to work better. We did one a couple of weeks ago when I had the JD and the Precision, and they were getting set up and restrung and cleaned up and everything. So I thought, yeah, actually, you know what? We're going to do it as a live chat. So we've got this base. We've also got, right behind me, you can't see it, but it's on a stand. We've got a Status Matrix from 1990, Status Graphite Matrix, which I've owned for a number of years. Took it out on a gig a couple of months back, and I did a very quick check over on it before I took it out to the gig, and I thought it was okay. I got it on the gig, and the strings were too low, the pickups were too high, the bass doesn't have a truss rod, so I need to sort the action and the pickup height out. It's also got a fair bit of buzzing going on, and oh lovely, got one of those to deal with. Okay, yeah, it's got a fair amount of buzzing going on that I might not necessarily be able to solve, because I'm not particularly electronics shielding and all of that sort of based. I'm not particularly good at all that, so we will see. But anyway, first thing, got to get this sorted. So it's going to take a little while. I've had this bass since 2013. I went through a period of buying up various lodestone basses. People looking at it going, what the hell's that? Lodestone were the bass brand for Ashdown Engineering. It was their first sort of foot in the water of trying to do basses. This was born out of Mark Gooday of Ashdown, originally being at Trace Elliot, of course, and he was involved in the T basses. You know, I've got a T bass, and the T basses were made as a partnership between Trace Elliot and Status. So Rob Green built them, and Mark Gooday was involved in the design and what have you. Originally it was a bass that was made in very limited numbers, 15 4-strings, 15 5-strings, to commemorate the 15th anniversary of Trace Elliot back in 1995. Such was the buzz about them in the industry that they ended up making them into production models, and from 1996 up until about 1999, maybe 2000, you could buy T basses made by Status, of course. And then the model was sort of mothballed, came back in about 2008, 2009. Rob decided to start using graphite necks on them. That's that story. But anyway, I bought this in 2013 from the London Bass Guitar Show, from the fine Gary Thistlethwaite at Promenade Music, who were displaying. And I knew they had this bass. I'd seen their listings. I knew they had it, and I hoped that they would bring it down. They did, so I bought it. So there we go. Anyway, it needs a restring, it needs a setup, it needs a clean. It's been used on about 3 gigs in the time I've had it. It's never kind of made its way into the A list, but the strings, one of these strings is just completely gone. The other strings, yeah, they're all right. They've been on there for, probably been on there since it left the factory. So time to get rid of them. I'm going to put some Piccatos on, 4505 steels. the bass is basically a super jazz. So you've got 2 volumes, treble and bass, cut and boost, pair of EMG, active pickup. No. Active circuit, passive pickups, I think. Rosewood board. You'll have seen this bass. It was one of the very first reviews that I did here on the channel. I think it was the second one. There's also a video of me cleaning the fingerboard and what have you. We're going to do, he says, we're going to do some linseed oil today for this, some of that. And we're going to, I'm just checking the camera, you can see everything. Yeah, all good. Very little amount, doesn't need a hell of a lot. And we're going to give it a good clean up. We're going to use the fret guard, of course, from Music Nomad. Morning, Ben, at High Tech Distribution here in the UK. I had trouble getting hold of one of these, and Ben came to my aid last year. Managed to source one of these for me, so thank you very much. I'll be sending you all the links for this video, of course, as I did with the last one. So we used this when I did a live chat a couple of weeks ago, and it worked a treat. Saved me loads of time. So we're going to use it again. People don't know what I'm talking about. You'll see it in a moment. It's all good. So let me just put that there. Come back to that. There's no messages. If you're watching this video, maybe you're watching it at a later date, please give the video a thumbs up. Would be really helpful. I don't ask for subscribers, although if you wish to do so, that is entirely your call, and it's very much appreciated if you do. But thumbs ups are the big thing, so please give the video a thumbs up if you would. Comment, share. If you're going to come in on the live chat, feel free, fire questions at me, but I'm busy doing this, so I will respond periodically. Okay, I won't be monitoring all the comments as they fly in. I'll see them and then respond to them once I get a chance. So there we go. Hope you're all having a good Friday. Hope you've got things planned for the weekend. Weather's turning here. It's got very, very windy. Temperatures dropped the past couple of days. We've had rain as well. So we had blistering hot sunshine through the summer. We've had a really good summer. I cannot complain. But it's all changed. Gone a bit bunged up in the nose department as well. So it's all good. It's all good. So if you were on Tuesday night's live chat, if you checked in, watch that. Hope you enjoyed it. It was good fun. I thought Jamie's JD Fretless, the one from Nick Smith, sounded fab, I have to say. I was very impressed. I played it a year and 2 months ago when I visited Nick to buy an alembic off him. And he had that bass there, and I went, that's really nice. So the fact Jamie's now got it, it's all good, and it will get used aplenty. I think he's using it on a session this weekend. So yeah, all good. So, got any questions? Anything you want to ask? If I do anything here on the workbench and you want to ask why you're doing that, or maybe you have a suggestion for doing it better, let me know. I'm not stuck in my ways. I'm always willing to listen to how other people do things, setups and tree strings and cleans and all of that. So yeah, so it's all good. So this is getting the full Monty today. It truly is. I've never done it. I bought this bass. It's been in the rack, been on a wall hanger, used on a couple of videos here on the channel, did a couple of gigs, and that is it. That's all it's been done. I bought it when I was going through a phase. I really liked these Lodestone basses, and they were so cheap to buy. They were so cheap. At one point, I think I had five. I had this, the Sunburst one that's got the Martin Sims Super Quads and the Johnny Circuit in, a red 5-string. Neighbour purchased off me about 10 years ago, and a blue one that now resides with Rich Manley up in Hull, up near Hull, and he bought that off me 10 years ago. So, and I know it's doing well. He sent me some pictures of it recently, hung up in the studio, so it's all good. So I had a load of these and they were great, but I needed to free up some cash, and they weren't all getting used. And I thought, I don't really need 4 or 5 basses that do exactly the same thing. So the Sunburst one, as I say, got had an upgrade, got the super quads put in, and a John East Uni Pre. And that's here. This one's here. The red one's next door. The blue one's with Rich, and I'm sure there was one more I had. I'm sure. I actually did the review of one of the first ones that came out for Ashdown Lodestone when I was still at the mag. So that would have been 2010, I think. And I loved them because I loved the T-bass. I think the T-bass was great. And actually, little clang here. Mark Gooday came here in 2006 to borrow my T-bass to take to the factory in the Czech Republic where these are made, which is the same factory that the Spectre Euro range are made. Cheers, everyone. And they had a 5-string, but they didn't have a 4-string for reference. So he took my bass away for about a month and used it. So it's all good. Right, simple green. Got to clean this up. So like I say, it's been pretty much hung on a wall hanger and placed in a rack for ages. So a bit of a clean up required. And then we'll get on with all the other fun and games. So I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you're all got gigs this weekend, maybe. If you have, let me know where you're playing. It doesn't matter if it's not the UK. It's all good. Oh, messages popping in. Get that AVG alert out of the way. I can see you. Who we got? Joy Davis. Hey, welcome. FRFR, sick bass, bro. Thank you very much. Soul Design. I've never messed with a bass, just 6 strings. Do I play the bass? Yeah. 38 years. These hands can tell some stories. I've been professional for 30 years and but been playing since October 1987. Yeah. It's a while, but it's all good. I'm a professional musician. So got a gig today out in Chippenham, heading down towards Bristol, down the M4. Looking forward to it. It's a wedding with my 8-piece tonight, 9-piece tomorrow. Disco show band. Horns, guitar, bass, keys, drums. 2 vocals tonight, 3 vocals tomorrow. And yeah, it's all go. It's all go. We've just finished sort of festival season. Now we're back in the weddings and theatre shows. So it's all good. It is all good. Nice and busy. Got some Queen gigs coming up next month in November. Christmas looks okay. New Year's Eve is sorted, all booked up, so that's good. So yeah, all good. All good. Our bass is hard to string. No, you're going to watch this. You'll see how easy it is. Richard, morning. Just about to start mic testing. Good man. Awesome to meet you. Pleasure. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Was Sid Vicious a dope bass player? No. Not even close. He did the job. He wasn't a bass player. He was just looking to be famous. And thankfully ended up on an instrument that is relatively easy to get started and play the basics on, which thankfully was all the Sex Pistols needed him to do. But no, he wasn't very good. Not in my league of bass players that I would admire and want to play like. But it was what it was. Punk was a thing in its own right, and there we go. So this is just getting all the dust and muck off. There's nothing fantastic here. I use simple green, easy to get in the States, not so easy to get here in the UK. I bought some in bulk a couple of years ago. But it cleans everything up. It's got no harmful chemicals in, and it does the job really good. So, yeah. So let me know what you're all up to for the weekend. If you're out gigging, if you're out playing, maybe got some bass lessons, maybe going to look to buy a new bass, new gear. I will put affiliate links and stuff in the description box. I won't do it yet, but I'll do it later or tomorrow. And anything you see me using here in terms of products, cleaning stuff, all the tools, the cradle, the mat, fret guards, all of that, I'll put affiliate links in the description box. And if you want to check some out, you can help the channel. And if you buy through Amazon, Andertons or Thomann, the channel will get a little affiliate commission, which helps us keep the channel going. Of course, we're on live chat, so if you want to help the channel, if I do something and you think that's really handy, I didn't know how to do that, by all means use the super chat facility. So at the bottom of the live chat window, you'll see the chat box where you put your comments and questions in. Next to that, you'll see an emoji icon, so feel free to give that an absolute pummeling. And next to that, you'll see a rectangle with a dollar symbol in. That's called Super Chat. So if I do anything or you want to contribute to the channel, feel free. Use the Super Chat facility. And that helps me, helps the video, helps the channel. You've also got underneath the video, you've got the row of icons. So thumbs up and thumbs down. Please give the video a thumbs up. Most important thing you can do for me, the channel, and any videos here on the channel. But for the live chats especially, fabulous. So if you can give that a thumbs up, thank you. There's a thumbs down. If there's anything in the video or the channel you don't like, then please leave a comment in the comment section. So I can't make things better if I don't know what's wrong. You've got the share button, you've got the save button, and then you've also got the dollar symbol in a love heart, which is called Super Thanks, which exists on every single video here on the channel because we're a monetized channel. So if you don't want to use Super Chat, or you're watching a video here on Brooks's Base Corner at any time and you think, oh, I'd like to contribute to the channel, you can hit Super Thanks, which is the dollar symbol in the love heart, and that helps keep us going. That's how it works. It's all good. That's a little damp, so we're going to use a bit of this. Need to do the other side, of course. Parvis Salur, hi, how you doing? Colin Knight, good to see you. Is there anything to put on a white body if it has gone cream color? No, I get asked this question all the time, Colin. Lots of people. It is just age, oxidization. It's the joys of owning a white base. There is nothing you can do apart from having a respray. Cheapest I've been quoted on resprays would be through Toby Diggins at JD Guitars in Birmingham. £500-600 maybe. Generally resprays tend to be upwards of £800 to £1,000, and sprayers hate doing white because if they get one speck of dirt they have to wipe it all off and do it all again. So if you've got a white base and it's going cream colored, just leave it. If it's getting to that age where it's doing that sort of thing, it's going to be worth more anyway. Just leave it. Unless you're going to have it sprayed a whole different color, just leave it. Just leave it. I've got 4 or 5 white bases. I wouldn't dream of having them resprayed. It's not going to affect anything. It's not going to make them, well, the white obviously would look better, but just leave it. Doesn't bother me. So, yeah, there we are. It is a problem with white bases, I'm afraid. It's just the nature of the beast. If you're not prepared for it happening, don't buy a white base would be my my advice on that. But it is what it is. Doesn't happen with a black base, of course, but yeah, don't worry about it. Just play the thing, enjoy it for what it is. If it's a thing you hang on the wall, then fair enough. But white bases, that's what happens. The only way around it is get it resprayed. But again, if it's a vintage or a collectible base, you're going to lose a load of value in it by having it resprayed. So if it's an old Fender or something, just play the thing. It'll be worth more. I can't read the Cyrillic name, but you said hi, so good to see you. Thank you, Richard. A gig-free weekend this week. Oh, okay. All good, though. As last weekend was madness. Very good. Well done, sir. Well done. You love Linkin Park. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. We're doing bass setups, restringing, and all of that. So I'm just cleaning the muck off. Then we're going to start cleaning the fingerboard and clean the frets as well. Doing all that today. But you can't beat a white base. I've always said it, they look fab on stage. Doesn't matter what the make or model is, white base always looks good, in my view. Agree or disagree? Cool. Right then. So I'm running against the clock a bit. So it's 11, coming up 11:40. I'm out of here by 2:30 today. So, yeah. All right, we got a bridge saddle there. Good. Okay, folks. Wrong way up, mate. Got to put it around the wrong way. That's no use. So originally this had 4000 Darios on, which were probably fitted at factory. It's going to get a set of Picatos steel 4505s today. Gotcha. I used to have a string deal with Picato. Very good strings until it all started going a bit wrong. And then the company stopped. The brand still goes, still exists through Strings and Things here in the UK. Right, grip guard time, isn't it? If you've already taken it out of the box, Mike, don't be a dope. So let's go in. Hey, Mussolini, hi, you doing good? I'm very good. What's some great bass guitar brands? Where do you want to start? Depends what your budget is. I could mention hundreds. I used to write for Bass Guitar Magazine. I've been playing for 38 years, 30 years as a pro. Tell me what sort of, are you looking to buy? If you are, tell me what your budget is and I'll try and help you. Richard, agreed. White does look fab. It does. It does. Where we go with this? Oh, here we are. 4505 barge ropes. Yeah, it's a jazz though. And it had 4000s on, which are fine. I'm going to take it out once I've set this up. It's coming with me tonight to Uncle Funk. So, but it's a 4 in a row. I've told you this before that on a 2/2, 4000s work perfectly fine. Usually on a 4 in a row or 3 in a row, tend to go a bit heavier. Okie dokes, we're going that way, aren't we? So if you've not seen one of these before, this is made by Music Nomad. It's called a fret guard. So the way we used to do it, old school, was you take the board up, you'd get all your cleaning things and your Dremel tools and your steel wool, and you'd spend hours doing it. Then we moved on to these, again by Music Nomad, grip guards, fabulous. Still got them, still using them. And that made it all quicker, but it meant you had to hold the thing while you did it and go fret to fret to fret. Now they've come out with this, which is called a fret guard. There's a 34-inch scale one, there's a 35-inch scale. So it's basically a masking plate, if you like. Sits there on the fingerboard. Very good. Then you use these bands, rubber bands kind of thing, that it comes with. You put it in place, then you can go to work. And we used it a couple of weeks. I used it a couple of weeks ago, and it worked fabulously. So we're going to use it again. Just need to move that a tad. There we go. And it made the job so much quicker. Huh. It's a little bit out, lads. It's a little bit out. Just a little. Just a little. Well now. So it doesn't fit and this is a 34-inch scale too. Okay. Well. I can use it up to about there. That's good. And then we're going to have to go to grip guards. It's fine. It's not a problem. I don't mind. It'll still be quicker than using a grip guard all the way up. So let's do that one. I knew there would be some bases along the way that this wouldn't work for. And this is one. It's not far out. It's a little bit out. 'Tis what it is. Also, this will be the first time I've used 4505 gauge on a jazz, on a lodestone, sorry, not on a jazz, because my Marcus has 4505s. Betsy's got 4505s, but the first time on a lodestone. So I've always used 4000s on these. But I want to see, this is like a bit of an experiment to see how it copes. Put that one on, I won't do the last two. We've got the anchoring one at the end. So we're going to use fret erasers on the frets, give it all a good clean up. This had some attention in during COVID. I did a video here on the channel about using linseed oil for conditioning the fingerboard. Electric Low End, good to see you. Hey, Albiano, good to see you too. Why are you all up? It's too early for you. Get back to bed. Good morning, Brooksy. Happy Friday. Well done, Al. Getting ready ahead to the office. Direct replacement for the Elric arrives today. Very good. I'll keep it to myself for now. Reveal it on Tuesday. You do that. You can send me pictures, Al, and I can put them on the screen. Mussolini, yes, I'm from South Africa, so my budget would be about 3k, so about £200. Okay. £200. You're kind of looking. You can buy new. Maybe Harley Benton might be good. They've got some great basses. Alternatively, look second hand. So you can get Ibanez, Yamaha, Aria, cheaper Arias, Sire. Let's think, what else? You've got Squires. If you go second hand, you're going to get a lot more for your money. You're going to get a better level of bass. But if you're going to stick to that sort of budget and you want new, yeah, Harley Bentons. There's a few other brands out there. The only thing with Harley Benton I've found is you need to play the bass you're buying. Don't just order blindly and hope it's going to be fab. That doesn't work. I did that with a Harley Benton Marquis. I got 2 for review in 2021. Outstanding basses. In 2023, I ordered one because they were very cheap and they were phasing out that model. And the one I got sent, it's not horrible, sounds good, but some of the finishing isn't great. The pickup magnets are out of alignment. Some of the routing isn't that great. Strings were dreadful, bass was dirty. So if you're going to buy Harley Benton, then if you can, try it before you buy it. Rich, of course, the advantage of 4505 is that the extra tension means you can get a very stable lower action. That's my plan. That's the idea. Right, fret erasers time. Very easy. So we used to have Dremel tools and all sorts of things for cleaning frets. You can just buy a set of fret erasers. You get packs of 3 or 4. They're like different grits of sandpaper. So this is my generally my cleaning eraser. And you'll see all the, I mean, at the moment it looks like a fret. In a minute it'll be gleaming. So you do this first to clean it up. And then you clean it with Never Dull, which is what I use, which is a polish wadding, and then we polish it, and they look fabulous. People go, where did you get your fret job done? I didn't, I just cleaned it. Now someone commented, I can't remember who it was, a couple of weeks ago we did this on the JD and the Precision, and they said it was so relaxing listening to you. We had you on video in the background while I was working in my office, and we had you talking while you were doing your workbench thing. It was so relaxing. I thought, really? Okay, if that's your thing. Who have we got there? Mussolini. Oh, wow. Okay, that's really useful. Thank you so much. Pleasure. You got any more questions? Fire away. If you need to ask stuff, save the questions up, because this is like an impromptu live chat. By nature of the word impromptu, it's not planned. We do a regular live chat on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. UK time. They're all there to be watched. They're there on the YouTube channel. So if you can't tune in, you can watch it after the event. But if you've got a load of bass questions, save them up, come on the live chat, and me and the guys, Richard being one of them, will try and help you out as much as we can. Don't think you're on your own. We can help with these things. It's all good. Silverson, is this really 4-string? Neck is enormous. No, it's probably the camera. Oh, never mind. The metal pieces on it. No, it's a 4. It's a 4. It's a jazz style neck. It's 38 at the nut. Promise you. Most of the T bases were built around the jazz design. A couple of them had split P pickups, which were the cheaper range, which were called the. I always forget this name. It wasn't the Primal. What was it? The Primal. Primal Instinct. Thank you. Then you had the Primal Pro and the Primal Artist, which were the ones with the fancy poplar burl tops. And my neighbour, who bought the 5-string off me, that had a cherry red gloss finish over a poplar burl top. Really nice. May end up buying it back off him one day. I know where it is. Albriana, hey Rich, have a wonderful weekend, gents. No problem, Al. Take it easy. God bless. Bass players rock. Yes, they do. Quite. You and me know these things. It's coming up 6 a.m. You go back to bed. Gotta go. Wish I could stay and hang out. No problem. You can watch this later on. It'll be on the channel forevermore. All the live chats are there. All 130 of them, and all the impromptu ones. They're all there. Have a good weekend. Right. Okay, then it's not working. So that'll do for that. So we'll just take this off now, and we'll brush all the detritus off, and then I'm going to use the grip guards, so you'll see both products here. But it's so much quicker using this plate, as we found on the JD and the Precision. You'll see it again in a minute. I'm going to do I'm going to do as many as I can in the time I've got. So there's this base, which is getting the full works. The status matrix is getting a bit of a tinker. The JD is going to come back in for a little, a few little alterations, because I did the setup and restring and what have you. Took it out in a gig and it was great, but the neck has moved a little and the action on 2 of the strings needs raising. So we went up to there, didn't we? Right. So we're just going to leave this out for now. Stay there. Let's get the brush. Where's the brush? Michael, what have you done? There's the brush, isn't it? So we'll get rid of all this, which is the crap that's come off the frets. Now I can see instantly those that have been done and those that haven't. Right, don't brush it into your drink. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Let's put this out of the way, shall we? Go there. Very good. Right, let's finish that off. Get the grip guard. So as I said, I used to use these, still do, of course. We're going for that, aren't we? Yeah. So again, big shout out to Ben at High Tech Distribution in the UK for all your music Nomad requirements. I love this stuff. I've got loads of it. Been using it since 2017, I think, 2018. Amongst other things, of course. I use other stuff. I use the Dunlop stuff. You just find things that work. Things that don't work, you don't buy again. Stuff that works, you do. So at the moment, this looks a little dry. I last conditioned it. It was the video that's here on the channel, the conditioning a rosewood fingerboard video, which dates back to August 2020 when we were in lockdown. But it hasn't done any gigs since, so I haven't really kept on top of it. But this is the first string change, setup, clean up it's had in the time I've had it, and it was brand new when I got it in 2013. So it's getting it all today, that's for sure. Right, so never dull. So yeah, I'll say it again, I'll say it every time. So people ask me what this is. You get various polishing compounds and stuff, brasso and stuff for silver and all of that. Anyway, I like this. It's really good, non-messy, really easy to use, and it does a fab job. So if you watched what I did with it the other week, you'll realize a little goes a long way. You don't need much. So it looks like the stuff that's in your loft, the fiberglass stuff. Yeah, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, please, folks. Super chat, super thanks options are there. I will put in all the affiliate links and merch links later on. I wanted to just get this video out there for you guys to see, get these bases done before I hit the road. But anything I use today, if you you think, oh, what's that, and you want to buy some, I'll put affiliate links for everything in the description box later on. And if you're watching this after the event, you can always message me, just put a comment in the section, and I'll respond to it as soon as I get a message from YouTube to say someone's left a comment on that video. Right, let's do this. So you're going to see in a moment all the black. That's the tarnish, basically. Seeing that? That's just one fret. You do the whole lot, and then we polish them. Someone messaging me. They'll have to wait. I'm busy. Like I say, it's going to come out on the gig tonight. So I'm probably going to use my Status Empathy for one set, and I'll use this for another. And then once I've done a set, I'll know whether it needs another tinker tomorrow. Because you do setups and then the neck will just move slightly or shift a little bit, and until you get it on the gig, you don't know that the setup's right. It can be in theory. There we go. Nice, hey. The setup can be right in theory, doesn't mean it's right in practice. So you get it out on a gig and then you fine tune it. And I've always got Allen keys with me on gigs anyway. I carry a bag of the most common size Allen keys that I need for most of my basses. Occasionally one will catch you out and you can't do anything until I get back here, but it's all good. No panic. So that light coloured piece of wadding that you saw before is now like that. It's taking all the rubbish off of the frets. And they'll be gleaming. Who doesn't want gleaming frets, frankly? So it's all good. So if you're out gigging this weekend, let me know where you're playing, what you're doing, who you're playing with. I've got two disco show band sets, all the greatest hits of disco coming my way. One tonight, wedding, One tomorrow is a theatre show to the public. I think we've sold out. I think. Jerry Blair, if you're out there, if you want to come, let me know. Put you on the guest list. If there's still room on the guest list, which I won't know about till I get to the gig tonight. Because it's a local gig for the band leader and the drummer. They tend to fill up the guest list slots as soon as the gig gets announced. So I have to play that one by ear. Although there may be return tickets at the box office, you never know, that does happen. There we go. So, what started out as a nice clean piece of never dull wadding ended up like that. Straight in the bin. Right. Now we give it all a polish. We'll use that microfiber polishing cloth. They're going to gleam. And then once we've done this, we're going to give the base body a little spruce up, and then it's restringing time. That's what comes off. The frets look good. Bass played great. Last time I used it on a gig would have been 2019, I think. And setup was always fine, no problems, but we'll check it all. And intonation and all of that. Greet the sacred cow. Your status is amazing. This isn't a status. The status is down there. So on the stand. This is a lodestone. You saw a video. You did it on. Oh, the empathy. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, empathy's coming out with me later. Floydy, have a good one, brother. Doing a wonderful job. Thank you, sir. Right, got it. Yeah, greet the sacred cow. Yeah, cool. I thought you were referring to the status that's on the stand that's mentioned in the video title. All good, my man. All good. But it's not that far removed from a status. It's very much designed on the T-bass design. Designed by the man who originally designed the T-bass. Young Mark Gooday from Ashdown. All good, folks. All good. Look at that. The frets are now gleaming so much I can see the reflection when I'm moving the cloth on the adjacent frets. See? It's good. Do it once. You haven't got to do it for ages. So we do this, and also I've got to do the linseed oil on the fingerboard, which will bring the colour back and make it look good. This is what's coming off. But that's years of, I mean, it's probably made in 2010, 2011 maybe. 15 years of dust and crap. And metal tarnish from the strings. It's all good. Linseed oil, you don't use much. It really doesn't take very much for it to do its thing. Yeah. Dirty frets. You know what they say? Dirty frets, dirty mind. They don't. I just made that up. Sorry. It's Friday. Come on, bear with me. So we've got 15 people watching, apparently. If I'm doing anything and you think how, well, when we get into the old technicalities, any questions, anything you want to ask, if I'm doing something you think, no, I don't do it like that, I do it like this, tell me. You might do it better than I do. Or there might be some knowledge you have that I don't. Share that knowledge. It's what our live chats are all about here on Brooks's Base Corner. Don't mind saying, those frets look fab. Would have been quicker with the fret guard, but it's fine. It's fine. At least I haven't had to tape up the fingerboard. I hated doing that. I used to hate it. Good stuff. There we are. So that's them. Right, let's do the linseed oil thing. Then we're going to do the guitar body, and then it'll be restring, set up, and away we go. Right, never dull stuff can go back. So if you have any never dull, I suggest every couple of months you turn it the other way. It just keeps all the lubrication and stuff in there doing its thing. Right, boiled linseed oil. Now, I've heard people say that if you aren't careful with this stuff on your cloths, it can combust. I've never experienced it, but I'll always play safe. So once I've used it, it's going in the bin. When I finish this video, it gets rung under a tap before it goes in the bin. I don't dispute that it can combust, but we don't play dangerously. Ollie, speaking of frets, I'll be giving my T-Dog a message, I think. Mr. T-Dog a message. You probably want to retype that. You're going up to give Toby a massage, are you? Very good. I'm just playing with you, as you know. Let's put those bands over there. In the right place. Right. Linseed oil. Here we go. A little goes a long way with this. So you don't use tons, just a little bit. Get off my finger. Cute. Right, a little. Literally a drop per fret. Come on. Come on. Cute. Right, we get up this end. It doesn't need to be one per fret once we get up here. That'll do you. Just wipe it in. Let it do its thing for a minute or two, and then you wipe off any excess. But shouldn't really be any. It soaks in, and the fingerboard stops looking dry, and it will look stunning with nice glossy frets too. Get as close to the frets as you can, so it looks even. I will make a load of remix shorts from this video, so if you subscribe to the channel, you don't have to, of course, if you wish to. It's very much appreciated, but you don't have to. And those shorts will be going up over the weekend, so things that we're doing here. If you send questions via the live chat window, your question could end up on a short. How about that? João Frusciante, it's a good bass. Fender, no sir. Lodestone. Ashdown Engineering, you know the guys that make the amps here in Essex. Lodestone were their original attempt at building bases. Not built by them, of course. They were built by the team out in the Czech Republic. Same factory that do the Spectre Euros. But this was part of their first base range back in 2010, 2011. Very Larry Graham inspired, of course, which, funnily enough, when I bought it, coincided very nicely because I interviewed him 2 days after the base show in London. If you want to see that, there isn't, well, the interview is actually here on the channel. It's audio only, it's no video. But it was the interview I did for Bass Guitar magazine back in 2013. Me talking to the Grand Master High Priest of Funk, Mr. Larry Graham. Very nice he was too, as was his wife. She was fabulous, the lovely Tina. There you go, all the muck. That's out of the wood. You've got a Brazilian-made precision bass. Very good. Hope it plays well for you. The Fishbowl Studio. Almost bought one 2 times before, but that golden white looks amazing. I've never seen another Lodestone that had gold hardware. It was always chrome. Some had black. And actually, the band I used to play in, my old covers band, our singer and guitar player, Mr. Steve Overland, of FM fame, he caught the bug too. We used to sit in cafes and stuff when we were out on gigs in 2012, and we'd be looking at second-hand guitars and basses, and, you know, egging each other on to buy something new. And he started buying these, loved them. He had a couple. I think he wanted a white and gold one. You never find one, and they still turn up on occasion. The Bass Gallery in Camden had one, or had a couple actually, over the past couple of years. So they do come in and go. They're not particularly expensive anymore. They were when they came out, about 800-900 quid. But there we go. Happy with the board? Everyone happy with that? I think that looks pretty good. So that will get rinsed when we finish this live chat. Mirza, good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. Yes, I love, who's that? Shao Friscant. Do I like Lewis Johnson? Oh yes, very much so. One of the guys I never got to interview at the magazine, which I was a bit annoyed. Okay. Right, that's that done. Right, we're going to give the body a little bit of a spruce up. So normally I use cream of Carnauba wax, but on a white base it's kind of a bit redundant. So we're going to use the Dunlop guitar polishing cleaner, and we will do it on, I think we'll have just a bit of this will do, then I'll go over it with a microfiber cloth. So we're using that. Okay. This has probably never been cleaned since it left the, not properly, since it left the factory. It's getting it now. That's for sure. And I'll give it a wipe with the polishing cloth in a second. Anyway, it's all good. And once we've done this, then it will be string time, everyone's favourite. Someone was asking about white finishes. If you look at the body is a totally different white now to the headstock because of aging. Yet when I got it, it was exactly the same polar white as that headstock. It's just the joys of white paint. It's never easy. Probably the timber as well. Bodywood is not going to be the same as the maple on the headstock, so that's probably had an effect as well. White is just one of those colours. It's problematic, but great white base looks fab on stage. I like it a lot. Okay, we'll do the back as well. There's a couple of stickers which from Promenade Music, but it's fine. They're staying. I can't be bothered taking them off at the moment. I've got some stuff called sticky stuff, which sort of removes gunk and stuff and glue and adhesive, but I haven't got it in here, so next time this comes on the bench I'll maybe take those stickers off then. Yeah. So now I've got a base that's clean and smells nice. And I'll go over this with the polishing cloth in a second. Very good. Oh yeah. Right, I'll go in there. Messages. Here we go. Excellent. Thank you guys for all of these. Richard, mic tested. It's all set up now. The MacBook mics are tuned very broadly, whereas I just need to be closer to the podcast mic. Well done, sir. Greet the Sacred Cow. Interesting bridge. I'll explain the bridge in a second. Seems like Dingwall did something similar. I'll explain. Ollie, I've only ever owned one white base, and it was one I resprayed. Ended up selling it to one of my old school teachers. Good boy. Old Vox standard. Excellent. Right, let me explain what the bridge is. So the T base by Status and Trace Elliott, 1995, I think, I could be proved wrong, but I think was the first base that had monorail bridge pieces, bridge saddles. So instead of having one big chunk of metal and all the saddles and stuff are part of that, it had individual ones. Clearly, when they got around to the T base, or when Mark got around to the lodestone, he decided to carry that on. By that point, monorail bridges were everywhere. Lots of manufacturers using them, so no surprise that Dingwall were using them. Now, for those who don't know, and I have mentioned it before here on the channel and on live chats. Okay, the original premise of this base. The original premise of this base and this range, the whole lodestone thing, was Mark Gooday, Ashdown, and obviously previously of Trace, is a huge motor racing fan, like racing cars and what have you. And I think he had some ins or some involvement with Lotus. Anyway, he got involved with people, I think, at Lotus to develop ceramic frets and ceramic bridge saddles. The idea and the concept being they would never wear down. So you would never have to redress frets. You would never have to refile saddles and all of that. And he spent a load of money in the research and development side of this. It was meant to be a game changer. However, after spending a load of money, the only thing that remained were the ceramic bridge saddles, the blocks. He completely did away with the ceramic frets of the on the necks. I don't know if it was a cost thing or it just didn't prove practical. I don't know. It's something I would need to ask him when I next see him. But anyway, so the concept with the saddles is they don't wear down. You don't have to refile them. Meant to be a hard material. Both the red one that I sold to my neighbour after I'd sold it to him, and the Sunburst one that I've got that's got the Sim Super Quads and the John East circuit, both suffered shattered bridge saddles with a ceramic shattered, split, broke up. Can't get spares. There's no spares. So if you decide to, or you have a problem and you have one of these bases, you've either got to replace those saddles with metal ones, and I ended up replacing with some Warwick ones that Martin Sims had, or you've got to replace the whole unit. And in that case, unless you get something that looks exactly the same as this, you've got to buy 4 new ones. So that wasn't the greatest idea. Anyway, that's the story. How do I know all this? Because Mark explained it to me in put teeth in an interview. So there we go. There we have it. All good. All good. Right. It's string time, folks. Now, the controls are all good. These are all funny things, though, but that bottom one keeps coming off. It's like the spline has gone. Might need to get a new one. I might buy some new controls. We'll see. Don't need to at the moment. I was saying earlier that the controls are cut and boost. I think they're just boost. I don't think it's any cut. There's no center detent. Because it's 2 volumes. Treble and bass. There we are. Anyway, we get into string territory. So we're using piccatos, as I mentioned. What's that? 1 and 3. Putting 4505s on here. It's all good. I can go over there. Messages. Here we go. When I mentioned ceramic, my first thought was shattering. Yeah, it happened. It happened. But not on this, but then as I say, this has only done about 3 gigs in its life. So put the strings on, stretch them in, tuned up, then we start doing the setup. Right. Tuning peg, 1, 2 and a bit extra. So down there and there. Wraps on the bottom, always. Someone's trying to get hold of me. I'm busy. Cool. 1, 3 to go. Go back in there. How are we all doing? Still with me? Hanging in there? Right, A string. And 2 and a bit after. This is coming out for a play tonight, most certainly. tried at sound check, check everything's okay, and then it's off we go. Gotto machine heads here, of course. Angled headstock, so the tuners are angled. So it's not like they're here, they're pointing downwards. They do come up still on eBay and base forums and cash converters, which is actually where I bought 2 of them. But if you like a jazz bass, active with EMGs, you can pick these up pretty cheap. It's just whether you can get over the aesthetic, because the headstock is a bit of a paddle. It's probably the biggest downside to it. They didn't go much on the headstock design, sadly. Who've we got? Andre. Hey, how you doing? Andre Vargas. Campolina Vargas. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Bass channel, bass guitars, we're doing a bass setup. If people are wondering why is it in vertical instead of horizontal format, it's because by doing it in vertical format we get picked up on the shorts feed and the views are higher. So there seems to be something going on with my channel at the moment that if I do stuff in vertical format, we get a lot more views and a lot more involvement. So that's the thinking behind that. As and when I stop getting good views from it being in vertical format, then we'll revert back to horizontal. But at the moment, it seems to be a thing. I don't know why, but it is. Someone really wants me, don't they? They just have to wait. They will just have to wait. Come on. Got to go under the string tree. Now the string tree is a weird thing because the actual height of it, you have this contour here on the headstock and it makes it really odd because it's like how it doesn't destroy the paintwork, I don't know, but it is what it is. So. Very good. One more. Who've we got? Greek Straight Count. I need to replace my Warwick Corvette hardware with Gotto. Great basses, but the machine head tuners are dreadful. The amount of times I see on bass forums people saying their Warwick machine heads have just disintegrated. You are indeed popular this morning. Apparently so, but I'm filming, so very hard for me to check in, so people just have to wait. If I miss a gig, I miss a gig. It's just the way it's got to be. I'm doing live chat. I'm setting basses up. Just the way it'll have to be. Right. This one. Get out of the way. So we're going to tune it up, stretch them in a couple of times, tuned up, stretch them in, get it right, and then we'll start doing neck relief, and then we do intonation, and then we do pickup height, and then we're good to go, pretty much. I need to check there's a battery in it. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Turn up to the gig with no battery in the active circuit. Has happened. I'd like to say not in recent times, but it did happen last year on a gig where I'd taken the battery, the circuit batteries out of the empathy, and I'd checked that the LEDs had a battery and they were all working, brand new battery. Didn't check the circuit, and turned up at the gig, no batteries in my empathy. I had to quickly, and I didn't have my regular bag with me, so I didn't have spare 9-volt batteries. I had to run round to the local Tesco's and buy a couple of batteries. It can happen to the best of us, that's for sure. Right, we're good to go. Tune this young lady up. But let's check, before I do all that, let's check that there is a battery in it. If there isn't, it's fine. I've got a load here on the workbench, but let's just check. Because it would be my luck, I'm stood there going, why isn't it tuning up? Right, screwdriver. Soul Design, do you play 6-string electric guitar? No. I have one here, Fender Fat Strat from 1998, that I bought with the very well-intentioned intention of learning, and I never have. I'm so busy playing and doing all the other things I do that it just never comes out of its case. But thank you for asking. You play a 6-string fretless bass, do you? Excellent, good stuff. Truth be told, I only really need the low B. Oh, the thumb rest, the expensive thumb rest. Yes, I hear you. In fact, I made that mistake on the last one of these where I didn't put a screw in the box and I couldn't find it, and it was underneath the mat, which wasn't good. Right, is there one? Is there one? That's the question. Get up. Where's it gone? I had that thing last. Ah, here we are. There is a battery. Whether it's good or not is another thing entirely. So let's leave that off for the moment and just see if this will tune up. And if it doesn't, and I know the battery's dead. Let's see. Hey. It's working. She lives, apparently. Go on, go on, go on. We're nearly there. There we go. Beautiful. It's the best bit, isn't it? Takes time, but it's worth doing. Do it properly and you won't have any problems, generally. Here we go. Get in there. Thank you. I'm going to take these gloves off so I can play a bit. Bear with me. Hope you find this useful. Maybe a little entertaining, educational, informative. all those things. People ask why I wear the gloves, so I don't trash my hands, and it means I don't get cuts and chemicals all over them when I know I've got gigs today and tomorrow. Right, okie dokes. So let's see where we are. See, instantly you've turned the whole bass up, and the first string's now gone out of tune again. In fact, they've all gone out of tune again. So I'm going to show you how to stretch in strings. Been through this a million times on the channel. We'll carry on doing it. Right, good. Right, bass is in tune, right? So here's stretching strings. Done it my whole career. Billy Sheehan taught me how to, well, it didn't teach me, but showed on a video how to do it. So basically, all you're doing is taking the tension out of the string and then tuning it back up. Okay, you won't break it. If the strings break, you shouldn't be using those strings. They're not good enough. Do the whole lot, then we retune it, and we do this again. There we go. Not too bad, not too far out actually. Again, heavier gauge, they won't go so badly out. Okay. Getting there. Apologise for the strange body posture, but I have to bend down to see the tuner because the laptop's hanging over the top. Okay, what do with the, there it is. Get it on a Strat mic, start playing it, and it will change again yet. So bear with me a minute. So we have a little play, and then, oh, it's loud. I can hear it hissing away. Yeah, they are loud. That's the treble, isn't it? It's just lack of use. Self-lubricating pots, so again, sits in a rack or on a hanger, don't use it, that's what happens. To be. Bend the strings in. Again, if your string snaps now, they're not good strings. volume drop. I didn't have the back one turned up that loud. Treble down. Bass is full up. Bass down. Back pickup. Seems to be not too bad. So let me just mute and then we can still tune up and stretch strings, if you know what I mean. We're in the right ballpark though. Still needs setting up though. Come on. Cute. Cool. Right, another stretch in. We should be done. Messages. Do you play? No, so I play bass like a ukulele. No. I play. We've done that bit. Therapeutic sounds awesome. Richard, what's that say? Bright and hi-fi sounding. Just it should be. Should be with EMGs. Yeah. The circuit is not too far removed from a tone pump. In fact, I think it is the same circuit. Tone pump on Spectres, of course. Come on, here we go. Lovely. Okay. Right, relief stuff, and that needs a quick wipe there. There. So a little guitar hanger mark on the headstock here. Little rubber. There we are. Let's go. Lovely. Right. Okay, let's do the relief. Come back to the tuning and stuff in a minute once it's all happening, if you know what I mean. Hopefully you can still see that. Yeah. Grand. Rightio. Capo's going on, strings are done, capo's going on, first fret. And then, oh, we want fret gauges, here we go. 13, 14, we want a 15. Can't read that. That's a 12. 12, 13, 14. That's 18, 16, and 15. Right, we'll go for 13 first. So you fret around the 17th. Check this. Okay, it's too much, I think. Yeah, I think it's too much. So we'll try it with a 15. I think it's too much. Yeah, try an 18. Okay. Still think that can come down a tad. Okay. Right. Truss rod it is. It's there, isn't it? So again, for those the uninitiated, regardless of whether the truss rod is here or at the headstock end, generally the rule of thumb, left to loosen, right to tighten. Some brands do it about face. It will say in the manual that you may have got with the base or setup instructions, or it may be on their website. Always check with any base, check the website. It will tell you, is the truss rod left to loosen and right to tighten, or is it the other way? Just bear with me a moment. Leave them in the kitchen. Post has just come. But check before you do it, because if you get it wrong and it pops, it's a very expensive mistake to make. But generally the rule of thumb is left to loosen, right to tighten. If that was at the other end, left to loosen, right to tighten. Okay, and you always loosen before you start tightening it up. If you don't, and it's at its maximum, you're going to tighten and it's going to go pop and you've got no truss rod, in which case you need to take it to a base chiropractor, and either they'll repair the truss rod you've got if it's repairable, and if it isn't, you're knackered, you've got to get another one. So always loosen a bit, at least then you know it's in operation and it's working. I can't remember what these are. I think it's 4.5, but we'll soon know. Been a while since I've had to set one of these up. So no, I think it's a 4. I don't want to see the post, it's a credit card bill. It is a 4. So just loosen a bit. It should be fine. Yeah, it's quite tight. I'm going to loosen this off. And they don't give you much room to play with, and you don't want to ruin the paint job, of course. You can breathe a bit now. It's probably been sat there fairly tight for 12 years. But when I last had it on gigs, it was fine, so I've loosened that off, probably about half a turn. Just leave it for a minute or two, let it settle, and then we'll take another look. In fact, what I will do, while we have a little break in play, I'm just quickly going to check these messages. So the live chat's not finishing, but the screen might go blank for a second, so please just bear with me, okay? We are back. That's it. There's huge amounts of banned messages in WhatsApp, but nothing that I needed to do. So there we are. There we are, we're back, aren't we? Right, so now let's just check again. So if I use the 18, now I've loosened it, it should be even more room. Yeah, there is, there's loads. Right, so now we're going to just tighten it up a little bit. Maybe a quarter turn, maybe half turn, we'll see. Just a little gnats more, I think. It's not bad, it's just not great. and I want it to be great, so that the playing experience is a lot more enjoyable. Okay, well, I'm just going to go a quarter here. So that's better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's all right. Okay. Very good. Right. So now we're going to kind of work with the action and drop the pickups. So I want to drop the pickups a little. They're too close. Three turns I'm doing. The funny thing with these bodies is it like has this shallow area in the middle, and it really throws you off. Don't look, if you buy one of these, don't look at your fingers playing over the pickups, because it's like it's scooped there and it comes back up. It's the weirdest thing. It really throws you off. 1, 2, 3. And I can readjust in a moment once I get the action right. 1, 2, 3. As I said, this has not been set up for a very long time. And I think when I did the video for the fingerboard during lockdown, I didn't even do a setup. It was just do that video. 2, 3. There we go. Okay, right, now doing this is really fiddly because the actual screws are really small, and there's like a setting screw there to stop the blocks from moving, and actually keeps the saddle block in place. So I can't remember. I think it's that. I think it's that. Might be a 1.5. That needs to come down. So first of all, you undo the setting block, the setting screw, sorry. It's just started pouring with rain here. Is it 1.5? It is. You undo that, and that then releases the saddle block. Then you can raise and lower the saddle and set the intonation, and then you screw it in place at the end. And if you don't do it up, the saddle block falls out. Which isn't right. Stacey Ann, super chat. Bless your heart. Thank you very much. Stacey's just contributed to the channel, folks. Well done, you. Thank you. You've only just woken up. Thank you very much. Fabulous. Well done. Thank you. Appreciate it. There we are. If you wish to do, maybe you care to wish to join Stacey in helping me and the channel and the videos out. The super chat payment, you can. Small amounts are fine. Big amounts are even better. Just helps keep the channel rolling along. Improves the standing within the YouTube algorithm. Good. As I said, really fiddly. But even fiddly if the strings aren't on there. It's because the screws are so small. Right. So we want to drop this a tad. Just a little bit. And the other way. Good start, Mike. Okay, that's the lace point. I think that truss rod might need, that's the base point. That can't go any lower. And it's still way up. Where's that string gauge? Ah, 12th fret. 3 mil. Way too high. Way too high. Right, that truss rod needs another crank. Sadly, but it is the way it is. Right, going for a quarter turn. Let's see if that's improved matters. Well, it has, you know. Take it down to 2.5. Maybe one more small one. Put this in the sweet spot. Yeah, now we're talking. Let's put that. Wasn't great. Wasn't great. I remember these being really fiddly. 17. Let's check on an 18. Yes, pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think we're kind of there, but I think most of this, there's not a huge amount of camber on the radius of the fingerboard. The radius being that. There isn't a lot. They're not flat, but there's like a very minor amount. So it's pretty much a case of just getting these set at base level and then play it. And then adjust. So I just want to do this screw up before I start doing the other strings. So E is my reference point. And in fact, there's no point me doing it up because I'm going to have intonation adjustments, aren't I? Idiot. Right, let's put it on a strap again. Chris Larson, Floyd Rose. No. This is a bass, my man. We don't have Floyd Roses on basses. No. Right. He's good. I think. It's not choking. That's all good. A. It's not choking. That's all good. Okay. D. No choking. It's all good. G string. We're all good. Okay, seems to be okay. I'm going to tune it up and then we'll do intonation. And if none of them need adjusting, let's just pick up height and we are out of the door. Close, come on. Drop in. Drop in. We're nearly there. Top. Ease. Right up. There we go. See, all these adjustments affect the tuning. Whoa, 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 turn that volume down, man. I can't get behind my laptop to get to the amp. Alright, let's just turn down the bass. Seems to be good. Okay, let's check the intonation. Then it's pickup height, and we are done on this one. Sure. Right, we check tuning. That's not right, is it? Okay, come on, in you go. Yeah. D, yeah. A, thank you. Little there, beautiful. And E is just there. Right. Tuning. G, perfect. 12th fret. Pretty good. Harmonic. Yeah. Okay, D. 12th fret. D harmonic. Yeah. Let's check that 12th fret again. That's good. A. 12th fret. Sharp. Okay. So we need to move the saddle backwards. What's the harmonic like? Harmonic's good. So we just need to move that back a bit. Okay. E. Yeah. 12th fret. Good. Harmonic. Good. So just the it's the A, isn't it? Yeah, that needs to come forward. Right. Tighten that one up and move that one back a tad. And we, well, then pick up height and away we go. Richard saying hello to Stacy. If you're watching, please give the video a thumbs up. Most important thing you can do for the channel, for the video, for me. I very much appreciate it in advance. Never wonder about that. Does he care if I even like the video? Yes, I do. Big time. The algorithm cares as well. So thank you very much in advance. Right, we're going to just loosen that. And, oh, that needs tightening up as well. Because that block was loose. Get in there, man. That one we want out. Bear with me a moment, folks. It's all got a bit fiddly, as it does. you know. Don't know why companies through the late 2000s and through 2010s insisted on hardware and things with fiddly little screws. And the worst thing is, they strip so easily if they're Allen screws. They strip so quick and so easy. There's no benefit to it. Just fiddly. Pain in the backside. Right, come on, in you go. I'm just going to loosen that off a tad. Ah, there's the locking screw. Right, sorry, I've done the wrong thing. Idiot. It's that one. There's a screw on the back which allows you to move it. So for those of you watching Tuesday night's live chat, I can announce that I have now done my interview with Gary Beers of In Excess. I'll be editing that up on Sunday and Monday. It will be coming out next week once both Gary and his manager have taken a look at it. It's great. Good fun. We had a chat about a lot of things. And with a bit of luck, he may be coming to the UK at some point this year, and he'll bring one or two of his basses and his new pedal line, and we'll be doing some reviews and demos here on Brooks's Bass Corner. But that's to be announced. TBC, TBA. Right, let's try that. Come on. Where are you? Right, 12th fret. Too far. Oh, way too far. This is, I hate this fiddliness. Just make it simple and easy. No, so it's still too sharp, so it needs to go back a tad. Oh wait. Try that. Oh. Come on. Cute. Harmonic. Yeah, we're good. Hurrah! It's there, isn't it? Tighten the screw up. So fiddly. Not for me, I tell you. Give me a status bridge any day. Simple. Right. Just got pickup height to do, and we are ready to rock and roll. Just got it. Get one final check. G. Yeah. D. Yeah. A. Yeah. E. Cute. Beautiful. Done. Apart from the pickup height, let's do that. So there are no measurements to refer to on Lodestone site. There is no Lodestone site anymore. So we're just going to go with a feel. So let's have a look. So 24th fret, we are 2.5 to 3. It's between. On the E string, I can go with that. 3 on the A. 3 on the D. 2.5 on the G. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. Let's just play it once more because it's coming out on the gig. So let's check. I will take Allen keys with me just in case. You never know. Seems to be all right. Get it out on the gig and I'll give you a progress report tomorrow. Now, that jack socket feels a little... I remember these being a pain. You've got to tighten them up from the inside, I think. The constant pulling in and out of the cable loosens it all on, loosens it up. Yeah, it's loose, isn't it? Right, another job. Richard, the algorithm will be vanquished. Well, if only. Cyrillic name. Hello, beautiful bass. Thank you very much. I can't read your name because I can't read Cyrillic, but it's all good. Friends and Co. Cool bass. Thank you. Pam Jones. That's a gorgeous bass. You're right. It is. It's a Lodestone Primal Pro from around 2010. Right, let's just tighten this thing up. Let me also check the strap buttons because I'm not changing it for shallers. I'll just use some rubber washers. Yeah, that was loose. That's a good start now. So what happens, you see, used basses on gigs, you don't check them. Be going up and the strap button will pop off and the battery will die and all sorts. Battery's good. Cool. Right, let's have a look at this. So I left the cover off, as you may remember. So yeah, it's here, look. I don't know if you can see it. Right, it's all moving. The screw, washer, bolt, fixing has come loose. So at some point that would have disappeared into there and we'd have been knackered. So time to tighten it all up now, really. I can do it with my fingers. It's only done like 3 gigs in its life. Just some demos here on the review and the Workbench video. from 2020. Right, let's see, that should be better now. That's better. Every time you put a cable in, you see it move around, and doing that constantly makes that loose. Preamps there. A BP4GB, but out of the same factory as the tone pumps and the Euro, Spectre Euros, so it would not surprise me at, look, I'm turning that and it loosens up. That's great. That's a great design. Whoever thought that? And these were 900 pound bases when they came out. Who thought that was good? God dear, oh dear, I don't know. All right, it's one of those things you just got to stay on top of. Kind of, it's hard because you can't grip it from one side. Oh, there we go. You can't really do it. I was going to use some thin nose pliers, but that's not going to help either. They don't drill the cavity correct, so you've basically got straight edges up against a circular wall. It's not going to work. It's badly done, put it that way. It's fine if I'm holding it, but if I'm not holding it, it's just going to move about. Yeah, it doesn't take much. I might put something in there to fix it there, but I don't know what. I'll have a chat with someone I know. Speak to a man about a dog. That'll sort it. I don't know how to say your name. Moproc, maybe? Active, yes. 9 volt, yes. Preamps there. Richard, yes, it's active. It has EMGs in it, yes. Should probably sound good. It does. They do. Yeah, it's very clean hi-fi jazz bass, exact. 2 seconds. Anyway, it's ready for gigging. I will play it tonight, and if I think it needs any further adjustments, it will get it. I think the pickups are going to be okay where they are. I will run it at sound check. If I'm not happy, I will drop those pickups down a little bit. We will see. So let's just check where everything should be. Yeah. Now we can get on to some status stuff. How about that? And then after that, if there's still time, it will be JD time. Woo! Mr. Lover, good to see you. Can you wedge a flat... put my teeth in. Can you wedge a flat-ended screwdriver in the cavity to tighten against the nut? Possibly. We'll see how we go tonight. If I need to make some adjustments, I'll bring it back in and do that. The problem is, as you put a cable in, the barrel turns and the screw wash, well, it's not a washer, it's like a bolt, turns in the opposite direction, which is then what's making it loosen up. I bet lots of people had these and that was a real bugbear. Can't say I've come across it on any of the other ones I've got. The Sunburst one with the Sim Super Quads now has a locking Neutrik jack on the side, which is my preference. My jack socket of choice. So we'll see, but you know, this could come back in tomorrow, and I might need to do a few little tweaks here and there, having used it tonight. We will see. But the gig is the acid test. It's all well and good me setting it up in here and playing it and thinking, oh yeah, it's great. And then you get it out a gig and any shortcomings become very evident very quickly. So anyway, we're going to take this out tonight and use this tonight on the Uncle Funk show. First time it's been gigged in 6 years or so. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. A Lodestone Primal Pro. Arctic white originally. Body is kind of yellowed a little, but the headstock hasn't. Everything's fine there. They're fine. That's annoying me that pops off. So I might get some new controls. We will see. Might get some with the screw that grips the pot. Yeah, it's all good. All good. Right, that's coming up with me on the gig. One done. So now we got this little beauty. I know Richard will be very happy to see this. Bring on the bass illustrators. Yeah, white bases and gold hardware. Exactly. I love it. Loads of people on Bass Chat slag that look off. I like it. I've always liked gold hardware. Doesn't go with every colour, granted. I accept that. But I like it on white. Sod the rest of them. Right, won't need any Allen keys for the truss rod because there isn't one. What? Talk to me, I'm live on camera. I don't know what you're saying. Just talk. What? I'm on live chat. What do you want? I'm on a live chat. People. Right, so this is a 1990s Status Matrix. Took it out on a gig a couple of months back. Hadn't used it on a gig for a very long time. There is no truss rod. I didn't set it up. I checked it before I went. I'd forgotten about the hum. So basically you take your fingers off the strings, this thing hums like crazy. It went to the gallery in Camden back in 2012. Because one of the pickups wasn't wired correctly. And I remember them saying, oh yeah, we'll do all that. And they didn't. And I don't know if it needs extra shielding or if one of the pickups still isn't right or if the circuit's on its way. Just don't know. And I want to be able to use this on a gig. I've got it with 3595s. Let me plug it in. Tune it up, of course. But I took it on a gig and it was just horrific. The strings were way too low and way too close to the pickups, but I thought I'd sorted the pickups out, but clearly not. So let's just see where we are with it and take it from there. Why isn't that tuning? Right, G, yeah. It's got to come up. Why isn't that registering? I wonder if the battery might be on its way. Maybe. Get the G. We know it's picking up the G string, but it's not picking up anything else. Okay, right, I'm going to drop the pickups down straight away, see if that helps. There's something not right, and I want it right because I want to be able to use this. It was most disturbing on the gig that I just couldn't get this to be right, and there was no room, nowhere I could make any alterations because the gig was really crammed. Stage space was minimal. Right, we got it. Tell you what, let's just check this battery. I'm not convinced the battery's good. Sorry about this, gang. such beautiful fittings. Thank you. Some guy, good to see you. Ollie, always wanted a Matrix or a 2000. Yeah, I'm quite fortunate. I have both. But they're very different bases. That I can assure you. And you will have heard me say many occasions on the channel, especially on the collection video, when Mark King used one of these matrices, matrici, maybe, one of his best bass tones ever. I remember the first time I heard him use one at Cardiff Uni, first warm-up show of the Guaranteed tour. It sounded fab. Oh, these are relatively new batteries. I think I put these in when I did the demo, so it was 2021, just before we came out of COVID. Come on. And I'm a bit concerned that states are no longer doing repairs. Yeah, that's fairly lively. And if there's a problem with this, I need to get it sorted ASAP. Huh. That's a bit dead. Okay, tell you what. Let's put these over here. I'll deal with those in a moment on a battery tester. I think I've got, let's try these. If I jump halfway through the air, you know I've electrocuted myself. Yeah, they're good. There's a little bit of snap, crackle and pop going on there. Right. I remember this was one of the things the gallery did. These battery holders, the old ones in there were knackered, and they replaced those. Right, that's better. 2 working batteries, hey. That should make a difference. Marco Cohen, good to see you. How many status bases do I own? Good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You sold your no, actually 8. Sorry, 8. I sold my S2 Classic years ago and regretted it ever since. I've never understood, and I still don't, people who buy bases, they've saved up loads of money, taken out credit agreements or whatever for stuff, use the base, and then sell it. And then a year or two later go, oh, I really regret why did you sell it? You had it. If it was so good, what did you buy? Unless you had not you, but someone has financial issues. What did you buy that you thought was better and then realized it wasn't? You'd have been far better off keeping the thing you had and either buying the thing you thought was better and then shifting that. But keep the thing that you think is great. I've never understood that. I've only sold 14 bases. The only one I regret really was selling Mark King's old Stingray that I had. Other than that, no. Anything that went for good reason. Adam Axiac, looks like you need to add a beer coaster. Is that what you mean? Maybe. No, I'm all good, man. I can't drink, I'm driving today, so I've got gigs to go to and all that. Right, let's try and tune this up properly this time. Now then. That's looking a bit more lively. Right. For some reason. What is it with this? Let's just take this off mute. Whoa, there you go. There's the hum and the buzz for you. How's that grabbing you? There's definitely something going on. Ollie, something going on with the wiring here. See that? That ain't good. That's going the whole time. That's nothing to do with me having my fingers on. That's going to the menders. I don't do electronics. That's for someone else to look at. Right. I'll be on the status, see what they say. And if they say we're not doing repairs anymore, can't use that. Not sure what's gone on there. Something's not right. You too, you spanner. There's no point me doing anything at that point. There's something wrong electronically. Let's have a look on the back. Look at the circuits, if there's anything obvious. Oh well, I thought I was on for an easy job there. No. Yeah, that would wake me up, wouldn't it just? So on the gig, you couldn't hear that. If I put my fingers on the strings, it was fine. As soon as you took your fingers away, you'd get that. Clearly something's happened since... Now I do know that there's a thing that if certain cables aren't fine, that they can make batteries discharge. Funny how one battery seemed to have discharged and the other one hadn't, and they were brand new batteries in 2021, sorry. Let's have a look. I really don't know what has happened to this, because it was fine. It hasn't really gigged, or it was fine when I did the demo, let's say in 2021. Now a plate don't want to come up. It's a good start today, isn't it? Thank God the lodestone's done. Thank you. Nothing obvious, but... Right, visit to the gallery for that then. And funnily enough, I'm going up there on Monday, so you can go in for some work. Fine. I thought we got to the bottom of this before. Maybe we didn't. Maybe I said I'd take it to status and I haven't. Right. Email to Rob and Dawn. See what they say. But I am going to the gallery on Monday because I've got a couple of review bases to pick up from the lovely Viv Wilcox. So if status aren't forthcoming, I can take it to the gallery and let them work their magic. No point me tightening it up or doing anything cosmetic or glossing it, because it will need all that when it comes back. So. Right. Status is aborted for today. Joy Davis, hi, welcome. Ollie, sounds like something's not grounding, correct? Does the sound get louder when you touch the pickups? I don't know. Hold on, I'll tell you. Right. That's what's happening. I'm hearing nothing. There we go. Center. Something's not right, is it? Right. Off to the gallery we go on Monday, although I'll send a message to status and see what they say. That's a shame. I really wanted to get that sorted. Okay, what's the time? It's coming up 20 to 2. I'm probably going to wrap this up. No, I won't. I'll get the JD. If you guys can hang on there for 2 minutes, I've just got to swap the bases over. Just give me 60 seconds, minute and a half, and I'll bring the JD in. So we're up to date on all of that. That's all good. Oh, well, that's about the... That's all right, Ollie. That's okay. Mr. Lover, was your old MK Stingray used on the Forever Now? Yes. Guaranteed Forever Now and trash. I owned it. I had it from 1997 until 2002. Now currently resides in Morgan Roussel's base collection in France. Right, let's swap this over. Get the JD on here. Doesn't need much. A couple of string tweaks, pick up, drop. That'll probably be it for that one. Right, stay there, folks. I will be back in 2 shakes of a pussycat's tail, apparently. We're not going off. I'm not going to turn the stream off, but I'll be back in literally 90 seconds. So just let me swap this over and we'll see where we go. There we go. JD time, isn't it? So we're back. We're back. Hopefully you can see that. I think that should appear on my screen. Very sure. Yeah, there we go. David Neft. Hey, how you doing? Hope everything's good. So this came out. Well, anyone that watched the live chat about 2-3 weeks ago, this came out. We set it all up, and I took it on an Uncle Funk show. It was great. A little low on the output, and went to JD last week, and they sort of ran their rule over it. Not that long, because they were about to close, and they thought everything was okay with the circuit. Just the neck had moved a little, and the action had dropped. And I thought generally the G string was too low, and yeah, so I need to check the relief, sort the action out, do the pickups. Hopefully not a big job. Let's see. So let's just check if it's the relief or just the action that needs sorting. Right. On the 15. There we go. 17. That's good. Okay, at the 18. Yeah. That's okay. Okay, right, let's plug it in. Whoa, is that a tune? That's a little bit sharp, Michael. And you can hear the G string buzzing away. So that needs raising instantly. Yeah. There we go. In you go. Yep. Right. Stick it on the strap and work out which strings you need to adjust. Mr. Lovelock, don't forget you have the capo on. Not anymore, don't. Your message came in just after I'd taken it off. You're still too sharp, man. G-string needs to come up. Right. G-string up. Drop the pickups a tad, and then we'll see where we are. I think is what we're looking at here. Right. Not a huge job because we did all that before, but it does need doing. Oh, don't know who that is. You can go away as well. That's not happening. One and a half, I think, for that. That was in one turn. Should be it. Hopefully. There's a bit of a burr on that saddle. Keep an eye on that. If you're wondering why I want to drop the pickups down, because when I used it on the gig, they were just in the way too much. So too low. Right, we go again. We go again. Do. Go for another turn, keep them level. You don't want to be driving on one set of wheels, sorry. Okay, hopefully. Could be it. I hope so. I hate bases that need constant tinkering. It drives me up the wall. Out. There we go. Still could do with another turn, you know. Still too low. Let's get it up there, shall we? Still not right. Close, but no cigar. Sonam Deken. Hello, good to see you. Hope you're well. It's Brooks's Bass Corner. We talk bass guitars, bass amps, bass effects, great bass players, albums with great bass playing on. You want to come and talk bass, you're more than welcome. You want to come and talk about bass fishing, that's not us, I'm afraid. But if you want to talk basses, anything I'm doing here you want to talk about, feel free. In you go. Yep. Try again. It's now gone 4 turns on the screws. This is mental. That's all good. Right, pickups then. Let's drop these little beauties. Well, certainly the back pickup. Front one might not need anything, but the back one definitely does. That's the truth. Okay. I'm annoyed about that status. I thought that was going to be a simple job. Electronics, I ain't doing them. So someone else can. No, bigger one. 2.5, maybe. It is a 2.5. It ain't gripping great, is it? I'll tell you what. Just use these. That's what I bought them for. Haha. Maybe not. Maybe it's a 2. No. Okay. Maybe it's the other sizes. So let's try. What's that? Is that a? That is 5/64. Nope. It was 3/32s. I'm not keen. I know what the guys at JD did. Took a lot of research and building over the years, but this is a dreadful way of adjusting pickups, having the adjustment screws on the back, so you can't, unless you put it like that, you can't see what you're doing and what's happening. Doesn't seem like the greatest idea to me, but what do I know? I just play the things. Are these even working? Doesn't look like the pickup's dropping much. Ah, now it does. Now we're talking. Now it is. Now it is. Andy, why play bass and not guitar? Because there's more money in bass. Believe me. I've been doing it professionally for 30 years. And bass is way cooler than guitar. Stacey, because bass rules the groove. There you go. Anna, hi. Welcome. Okay, that's a bit better. Let's try. And I'll check the output. I don't want to drop the pickup so far that the tone goes, of course. Again, on JD's site, there's no reference measurements. It's all feel and look, sight and sound. There's no proper measurements to base anything off, which is really annoying because you don't know what it's meant to be. It's, well, what works for you. No, it's like, I want a reference point to start from. Then I can work on, do I want it higher, lower, in the middle, you know. Richard, try the bridge pickup at 3/4 and the neck pickup at 5/6. Correct. We will check in a moment. Just want to check the tone hasn't dropped off. Everything's dropping off these days. It's better. Pickup was so high. That's what Rob Green always recommended for active covered soap bars. 3/4 at the neck, 5/6. Okay, he's probably right. That's 3. That's 3. That's about 3.5. Yeah. That's 3. It's cool. And back. Oh, 5/6 at the neck, right? No. That's bang on 3. But there's quite a bit of... Actually, okay, we could drop that a little. We want 3/4 at the back. I think I've got it in reverse, Rich. That. I've got it at reverse. I've got 5/6. Got it in reverse order, mate. That's fine. That's on a 4. So I could probably do with dropping the front a bit and bringing the back up. So that's what we'll do. Better. We'll get there. We will get there. Right, so look now. Yeah, that looks more like it, although the G's a bit low. wonder if it's something to do with the bridge. Might be jacked up a little too high, maybe. 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 We're getting there. That's better. Okay. Might take it with me today, as well as the lodestone, and we can assess it. We'll give it a go. Take the Allen keys with me, just in case, and I'll take the truss rod tool, and we'll see. We will see. Anyway, oh dear, here we go. There's messages. Yep, done that. CC1234. I can feel the vibration when he plays. Well, thank you very much. From on your phone. Well, there we go. Richard, we've all done that trick. Correct. Damn your low end pops. Ollie, what gauge you use? That's 4000s rotor sound swing bass on this. It wasn't me that put them on. They were put on when the previous owner ordered or bought this bass from a bass retailer, and they were already on, and then eventually this bass made its way to me through inheritance, and they were on, but they're fresh strings. They've never well, they've done one Uncle Funk gig, that's pretty much it, but they're good. It's all pretty much there now. So I thought we got it right the other week. Then I took out the gig and it was like G strings too low, pickups are too high, little tweaks. So I've done those tweaks now, so hopefully that should be it. Take it to the gig, use it in sound check along with the lodestone, take the empathy as well, cover all the bases of course, and if everything works out, then I'll maybe use this for one set and the lodestone for the other, see how they're both set up, and we'll go from there. That's all you can do really. It's all well and good setting things up at home, but until you get them into the heat of battle, what you think is a good setup ain't necessarily so, as the song goes. And you only know once you're in the middle of a gig and all the stuff's going on, and those strings right, is the action right, is the relief right, pickup height okay, you just never know. Get in there. Ah, I wasn't far enough over, was I? There we go. Yeah, Rich, that sounds better. The bottom end is more full body now. I think the pickup, certainly the neck pickup, was too high. And you get that thing where the harmonic cancellation starts happening. So what should sound like a big, fat, meaty, low E string doesn't. It sounds a bit lightweight. So we'll see. Again, I'll take it on the gig and we will see. We will see. So 3 basses today. Get me the luxury. Yeah. Next time I do a setup on this, we're going to clean up the active passive switch. We're going to clean up the grot on these EQ controls. I think they're, yeah, it's a screw down the bottom. Good. I'm going to give them a good scrub. It's got other people's grot in there. I don't want that. Of course, neck pickups need more space, correct? They've got it now. But that pickup was too high when I took it on the gig 2 weeks ago. It was way too high. And yeah, I can get my fingertips under there now. It's a better thing. But this status is annoying. I thought that was going to be a quick, easy job, and it isn't. So it's going to be money, isn't it? But there we go. We can deal with it. Once it gets done, it gets done. It was actually an issue 13 years ago, and I didn't complete it because I don't tend to take that bass with me. Now I want to use it. It doesn't sound good enough. So, well, you've heard it now. You've heard what it sounds like. It's not usable. So we go again. We'll have another go. We'll try and sort it all out. So there we go. Anyone got any questions? Anything you'd like to ask before I wrap this up? We've been going a fair old while. So got any questions? Anything you want to ask? Put it in the live chat window now, and I'll try my best to answer before I quickly go and grab a bite to eat, and then we're on the road. Richard, RE the State says, no problem that can't be improved upon when you chuck loads of money at it. Tell that to Mark Palmer and his Alembic acquisitions. That's never seems to have gone that well for him. But no, the worry, as I've expressed to you, Richard, is that things need doing with statuses, and very soon, if not now, status aren't going to deal with them. So have we now got to start buying up all the replacement circuits and hardware just to make sure we're covered? I don't want to spend a fortune on stuff. 2 circuits for an empathy is going to be £1,000. And I've got 2 empathies as well as all the other stati. What are we going to do? And yes, you could buy them and not use them and then sell them on when other people need them further down the line. But do you want to be sitting on thousands or hundreds of pounds worth of hardware and preamps? I don't really. I don't. So I don't know. It's a tricky one. But I'll send an email to Dawn in a minute and see what the lie of the land is. See what they come back with. Yes, quite. Alembic money is admittedly scary. It wasn't when I bought mine. That's the thing. But yeah, thankfully my Alembics haven't had to have any work so far. They've pretty much behaved themselves. Luck of the draw, though. It's always luck of the draw. Yeah, it's going to be a grim road ahead for us with status basses. It is. It is. I don't know quite what the solution is. Maybe someone will come along and buy the brand. I don't know. I don't know. But, if it's not a situation like with Wall, where one person is in charge of it and they're sort of looking after it, we're going to get passed from pillar to post, or it'll be a company that's basically knocks them out by the 1,000 and cashing in on the name, which isn't ideal. We will see. Oh, by the way, we got to the bottom of what was causing the misting on this body. So basically, when this base was made, it was a satin finish, which is basically very similar to nitro, and then it was given a polyester coat further down the line, and it is an 88, which is why we were saying when we did that live chat setup video what the misting was, and was it a poly over a nitro? Essentially yes, but it was actually a poly over a satin. and that's the deal. But anyway, she lives to fight another day, frankly. Rich, I'm only really concerned about my S2 Classic. It's nearing the 20-year-old mark now. The other two are much newer models, so they'll hopefully be reliable. Well, that Matrix is 35 years old, and the T-Base is 30 years old, and the 2000 is probably 35 as well. So, you know, it's a funny old time for that stuff. I can see my Uncle Funk shirt has slightly marked this, so let's just give this a little spruce up, shall we? Actually, it might not be the Uncle Funk shirt. It might just, again, this nitro poly Fang. But Toby did say, you know, if you come up here again, bring the JD again, and we'll put it on the buffing wheel and get it all gleaming. So, all good, all good. It is all good. We'll see. It's just started raining again. It's going to be one of those days. Pack the boots, Mike, and the raincoat. Loading in the pouring rain. Lord knows I've had that often enough. Okie dokes. Baz Bass 10. Hello. Can I ask how can I lower the action of my acoustic guitar in home? Oh my. You're gonna have to. You're gonna need to basically shave off some of the material on your bridge, and acoustic bridges tend to be plastic. So I don't know how you want to go about that. I would really suggest, well, there will be videos on YouTube, so you need to go and check that. I've never done it, never had to do it, never had to adjust the action on any of my acoustic basses. They've all been fine. But yeah, that's the only way. There's no adjustable bridge saddles in terms of height. So yeah, you may need to take that to someone who does it, possibly. I would suggest. Richard, I need to go. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. I'll see you Tuesday. Yes. Happy. I was going to say happy playing, but you're not gigging, are you, this weekend? Have a good weekend, mate. I will catch you on Tuesday, if not before. Rock on. I'll just let this for a minute and then buff that up, and then we are going to get packed up. Well, thank you very much for joining me. I hope some of this has been useful, helpful, entertaining, educational. I apologise if you tuned in for the status thing. I did not know that was going to be as bad as that. It certainly wasn't when I did the gig, but clearly something's happened. And the fact that one battery is completely drained and the other one isn't, and they were both brand new when they went in there. There's something going on with that bass. It needs to get sorted out, that's for sure. Very good. Right, just wait for this Carnauba wax to do its thing. We'll buff it off. Good to go. Hope you all have a fabulous weekend. And if you're out gigging, take it easy. Travel safely, get home. And have great gigs. Have great gigs. As much as you can. I know I am. Tonight's one I have no knowledge of, other than I've been to the venue with this band before. It was one of the first gigs when we came out of lockdown. But today's a wedding, so we'll see how that all pans out. Tomorrow, on the other hand, is a theatre show at South Mill Arts in Bishop Stortford. So looking forward to it. Who can't enjoy, as a bass player, playing disco classics? Of course, it will be a blast. Come on, do your thing. I should do it. Let's see how we go. So you're wondering what I've just put on here. It was cream of Carnauba wax, Dunlop, and it will bring the gloss up. We did it a couple of weeks ago, but it's done a gig since. Yeah, that's better. I don't know if that marking came from my shirt or not, because we have plastic sequins on our Uncle Funk shirts. Anyway, as I said, next time I go to JD, Toby said, bring the bass and we'll put it on the buffing wheel, get it all right. So. It's all good. It's all good. If you're wondering what this is, it's a JD Guitars bass. It's a Series 3 Supernatural. People go, what's a JD bass? Think Mark King, level 42, from 1980 up to about 87. These and Statuses were pretty much what he played before he moved over to Alembics. George Anderson of Shack Attack, he uses these. He has his own model, a GA24. There we are. There we go. That's pretty much got us moving. Right. Time to rock and roll. Guys, girls, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed some of that. I might do another one of these over the weekend. The next 3 weeks, I have no shows. Tomorrow's my last show for 3 weeks. So there's going to be loads of new content going up. Demos, reviews, interviews, the whole caboodle. Lots of live chats, everything. Join me on the journey. Should be a blast next couple of weeks. So keep coming back to the channel. If you aren't already a subscriber, then feel free to hit the subscribe button. I don't tend to ask people to do it because I think it's a vanity metric. But if you hit the subscribe button, you'll get notifications when there's new content, material, and posts going up. On that note, have a great weekend. I will catch you soon, is what I meant to say. And live chat on Tuesday, 8 o'clock UK time. But there'll be stuff over the weekend. Might do some impromptu live chats out in the gigs. We'll see. If I've got reception or Wi-Fi, then we can do it. Have a great weekend. See you soon, folks. Take it easy.